With the Tamron 28-75 f2.8, we are walking all the way from Dumbo in Brooklyn to the Seinfeld Diner at 112th and Broadway. It's hot today, and we're gonna do everything in our power to not stop at Margaritaville in Times Square. Let's go. Oh, this photo right here. So if you're back here, you get the Empire State Building through the Manhattan Bridge. I would say that's a great first shot. Today, we're using the Tamron 28-75mm f2.8, which is an incredible do-everything lens. Whether you are out travel photography like this, or you're a wedding photographer or a wedding video creator, it kind of does everything you need. I would say value per dollar. This is it's batting good. Let's continue our walk. How does this lens handle flare? That's how it handles flare. You stop it down. We're gonna go an f22 to get that nice starburst sun. Nice, right? Pretty much everything you can see is going to be at f2.8 today. Maybe 3.2, stop down just a tiny bit. A little more depth of field, but I don't know. I like to shoot everything kind of wide open. Tim and Tyler have joined me on this journey from Dumbo, Brooklyn, all the way to the Seinfeld restaurant. And we have a special guest who is on an airplane right now, but he will be arriving soon. Here we are on the Brooklyn Bridge. Tamron 28-75 f2.8. We get one shot of the bridge in black and white, and that's probably all. It's already really hot. It's gonna be 100 degrees Fahrenheit today. And we thought starting at 8 a.m. we would beat that, but no, it's already hot. No sun, no breeze. Almost took the city bike up here. We decided it would be rude to immediately bail on the challenge and introduce a bike. So here we go. Brooklyn Bridge. That might be the shot. This bridge walk used to be a lot of fun because it was both a pedestrian bridge and also the bike bridge. So you'd be walking and bikes would be navigating around you. Now the bike lane's down there. Not as scenic, but I'm very happy we walked rather than taking the city bike. I'll catch this lady. The old Brooklyn Bridge. Favorite bridge in the world. I don't know if I have a favorite bridge. It could be. I think we're actually gonna get a clearing here. This is incredibly rare. There we go. Gonna go all the way down to f8. I'm gonna stop walking for this one. And 28 millimeters looks more than wide enough, don't you think? We did it. Keep walking. I'm walking here. We've crossed the Brooklyn Bridge and we're having less fun than we expected. But we do now get to meet Chris Brockhurst. He landed at Newark and had to get to Penn Station, has to get to the boat ride we're going on. Don't worry, the boat ride leaves from the same dock it returns to. So we get to see a thing, but we don't cheat by getting ahead. But Chris is arriving. He has all of his luggage from the airport and he's gonna do the walk with us. We'll probably drop his backpack off in time. No, he has to carry it all the way to the Seinfeld Diner? Okay, well you have to tell him that. Let's do a little f8 here and let's look at some detail and sharpness across the frame. Wow, right? Now let's do the same thing at f2.8. What's changed? Not a lot. We made it to the most beautiful building in all of New York City. Oculus. Everyone loves it. Every single New Yorker I've ever met is like, Oculus, favorite building ever made, New York City. Ooh, rice balls. Hi, I'm making a YouTube video. Can I take your portrait? Look at you guys. Let's go inside for real.
Imagine this is where they all hang out.
This is where the Nintendo Mii's hang out? Yeah, I can see that.
Look at this, we're all just hanging out.
These are Nintendo Mii's. These are all your characters. If you ever made a Wii character, they just hang out in this area here. With the IBIS in most of the current Sony cameras, you can handhold, I'm gonna say 2 seconds. If you take a few frames, you really kind of stabilize yourself. If you stabilize yourself against something like that, you're fine. I'm gonna handhold a 1 second exposure here, so I get a little bit of the, Tim called it the douchebag hipster motion blur by dragging the shutter. So here we go. There we go. No ND, just shot it at f22, which, I don't know, is that recommended for human consumption? It did the job. Tim's trying he's trying a 4 second with his X100V, no IBIS, no chance this photo works. But he has a built-in ND. And not so good.
It's perfect.
One thing I look for is natural frames. So rather than just getting building out in world, it's a little bit nicer to kind of bring it to something that you could experience here. So I got some leaves. I don't know. Chris Brockhurst is here. Welcome to the party.
It's nice to be here. It's a lovely morning. I am hot. I need to change into shorts.
And you woke up at 3 in the morning?
No, I got here at...
You have to talk into my chest.
Oh, okay. We're there, are we? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna...
I got up at 4 this morning. Yes, it was early. I'm tired, but this will help.
We're going out on a boat, so to get a perspective that's not just you on the boat facing out of the boat, this Insta360, I like the 1X2. The 1X3 has a larger screen. I'm very happy with the 1X2. And now I can do fishing rod, and this disappears. So you put this out the side, and it looks like you have a little drone, a little follow cam.
It's a long stick.
Oh no, everything's gone wrong. No, this isn't gonna hold. Here we are on the boat, got my fishing rod out the back, and we're gonna go see the Statue of Liberty. Everyone knows that high noon is the best time of day for lighting for photography, so that's why we chose specifically this time to go out. There we go. The Tamron 28-75 is an incredible lens for all day filming. In a situation like this, when you're out in the hot sun and the bad light, it's just nice. We're capped here. If I had a prime, I couldn't get the shots that I want, but now we can get that shot, world trade at 28 and at 75. If I didn't have the 75, I'd be putting on another lens, and I'd be like, oh, let's see. And then I'd try it and I would waste time. Now, everything just in one lens, inexpensive, just nice. That completes the Insta360 section of the video, I believe. Oh my gosh, Chris, is that a Tamron lens?
This is a Tamron lens. It's the 5400, or you go and crop 600.
Damn.
Then it goes from 50 to
and
400.
it's like, it's a good size. Like, put it back in the barrel, and it's like,
yeah, like for traveling, like it's a solid size.
Oh, hi there. You caught me with my Tamron 28-75 f2.8. Tamron 28-75 has one button and a USB-C port. That's it. Sony lenses, you're gonna see a bunch of sliders and buttons. With the Tamron, they keep it pretty simple. Get that one button, you can set up what you want that to be. And the USB-C, you can go into your computer to the Tamron lens utility. Lady in green.
We can get the lady from here.
Ooh, a trash barge. Incredible.
Oh, that is the money shot there. Look at that. Ooh.
Here at the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty was actually a gift from the Tamron Corporation. Not a lot of people know this, but back in the, I think it was 1800, 1700, how old is this thing? Back in the 1200s, Tamron was like, you know what? We want a thing for photographers to come out here and do. So they sent this as just a way to get photographers out here to take some pictures with Tamron lenses. I think when they installed the Statue of Liberty, they were really thinking about this 28-75. Street photography with the Tamron 28-75 right now. Let's go. There's one. It's still there. Just from the hip street photography here in New York. You can't do this in Japan. It's frowned upon. In New York, no one has rights though. No privacy here. Everyone, street photography subject. My sneaky approach to street photography is that I'm very introverted and I feel very uncomfortable if anyone was ever to approach me and get into a confrontation. So my street photography approach is to pretty much just pretend like I'm playing with my camera and that I don't really know what I'm doing. But you can get like remarkably close to people like that. Like I just got 2 pretty close-up shots of him and he didn't care. You really got to know where your frame's at. You kind of walk around, you shoot a little bit, you review, you see what you did right, and you start just kind of trying to visualize what those frames actually look like. And at some point, see, they looked at me. That was so perfect. But we made eye contact and they're like, we know we look cool, don't take our picture. Or take our picture. Has Empire State Building in the background, everything.
That was everything.
Instead, and I usually shoot with my LCD closed, or literally this will be my street photography strategy. Here, I'm gonna take like 5 photos of Tim. Sideways. And one of the things that I guess I rely on is that this camera makes really fast decisions for exposure, and I have it locked for white balance. But I'll dial the ISO up a little bit because I know I'm moving the camera quite a lot. So I want to basically be maxing out on the shutter speed of 1/4000th of a second. But then because it's hot and sunny, you kind of balance that against the fact that it's just, if you're at ISO 400, your photo's gonna be a little bit overexposed. So you figure out what that right balance is. Keep your shutter speed up. I like to shoot an aperture priority for this just because we're going from sun to shade and also pointing my camera in kind of all different directions. So it's a bit of a challenge to keep it locked down to something really specific. We've now walked all the way to the Central Park area, which means we've walked about 20 kilometers or 12.5 miles, but there's still a lot to go. We did go by the hotel so Chris could drop off his backpack, and we successfully navigated around and did not go into the Margaritaville in Times Square. We have been trying to stay on the shade side of the street, but it's honestly so hot. It's impossibly hot out today. I think the heat is starting to make me go a little bit crazy. 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 These pretzels are making me thirsty. 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 Thirsty.
It's a puffy shirt, a puffy shirt, a puffy shirt, a puffy shirt. Wine is wine is glass. It's so hot today, hot today, hot today.
We made it to Central Park, where the pigeons live. The problem is they made this big, stupid, tall building that's taller than all the other stupid, tall buildings. Makes the skyline here look a little bit dumb. I didn't think it was wide enough. And again, Tamron proved me wrong. It is the worst time of day for lighting to be here, though.
That building looks so strange.
I think it's voice activated, you just yell.
You say photo, picture,
Take
go.
photo.
It's still as hot as ever. So while the light is improved, our user experience of the light has remained the same. Hot sadness.
My sweatiness has improved too. As in I got more sweaty.
We've made it to the Met. Tamron 28-75 is doing great. We're not doing so great. We still got 40-something blocks to go. We had lunch with Stacy from Tamron. She was like, East Side's probably a better way to go. Get to see the Met, get to see Guggenheim, and that's what we're doing. Chris is still here. Still hot, we made it to the Guggenheim. What's your first impression of the Guggenheim?
I thought this was a parking lot. In England, we have parking lots from the 70s that look just like this. It's like a spiral that you drive up. So, sorry, Guggenheim.
We made it to 88th Street though. That's impressive. That's like, we had to make it to 112th, but we have to go several blocks this way. But we're like close. We're gonna be there well before blue hour, so it kind of ruins the shot that we had in mind. But that's fine, because this project was not as fun. The lens has been great. So we've come into the Guggenheim where George Costanza, I believe, was the lead architect on the addition. And there's air conditioning in here. So primarily coming in here for the air conditioning. But also, it's a cool spot. I don't know how we do it.
Where'd you park the car? That's one way to do it.
Another nice thing with this 28-75 is that it fits easily in a bag this size with all the stuff you'd usually carry around on a day, travel, out here in New York City. One more block to the Seinfeld restaurant. It's been a hot dog of a day, and I wouldn't recommend this in the summer. It's 100 degrees, just don't do it. So let's head up a block this way, see the Seinfeld restaurant. And what was the goal? Was it to photograph it? I have to take the picture? Okay, we'll go take the picture. We've done it. We began the day with a mission in Brooklyn. We walked the Brooklyn Bridge, walked all the way here. It was fun. We saw a lot of stuff. You see a lot of stuff when you walk around. I enjoy that. I guess I'll get my camera out now and take the picture. Boom. Done. Now let's go touch it and go to Margaritaville, Times Square. The place where all your wildest dreams come true. The project is complete. We've done it. What a victory for humanity. America now even better because of what we've done here today.